From the smallest seedlings to the grandest trees, water is the lifeblood of every plant on Earth. We carefully tend to our gardens, providing them with sunlight, nutrients, and of course, water, often straight from the tap. But what if I told you that this seemingly innocent act of kindness might be doing more harm than good? Did you know that in some areas, tap water can contain up to 70% more chemicals than what's safe for your plants? That's right. While you're out there nurturing your green babies, you might be unintentionally poisoning them with something as ordinary as your kitchen tap water. Stay tuned as we break down exactly how this happens and what you can do about it. Welcome to Don't Do This Guide. Today we're uncovering the shocking truth about tap water and its hidden dangers to your green sanctuary. Just as we rely on clean, pure water for our well-being, so too do the plants that grace our gardens. But the reality is, the water that flows from our taps is often a far cry from the pristine streams and rainfalls that nourish plants in the wild. Our modern world demands water treatment, and while this process is essential for making water safe for human consumption, it introduces a host of chemicals that can spell trouble for our leafy companions. Chlorine, a powerful disinfectant, is a prime example. It's added to our water to eliminate harmful bacteria, a critical function in public health. However, this very same chemical, so beneficial to us, can be detrimental to the delicate balance of life within the soil. Chlorine can disrupt the activity of beneficial microorganisms, those unseen allies that enrich the soil and help plants thrive. And chlorine is just the tip of the iceberg. Fluoride, another common additive, can accumulate in plant tissues, particularly in those that absorb water through their leaves. While the levels may not pose an immediate threat, over time, this accumulation can lead to leaf discoloration and stunted growth. Then we have the heavy metals lead, mercury, arsenic names that send shivers down the spine. These insidious toxins can find their way into our water sources through industrial pollution and aging infrastructure. Plants, in their remarkable efficiency, absorb these heavy metals along with the water, essentially concentrating these harmful substances within their tissues. It's a sobering thought, our gardens meant to be havens of peace and natural beauty, potentially harboring a hidden cocktail of chemicals. But fear not, for knowledge is power, and by understanding these dangers, we can take steps to mitigate their impact. Venture into the heart of a rainforest, and you'll discover a symphony of life unfolding in perfect harmony. This delicate balance extends to the very pH of the soil, a measure of its acidity or alkalinity, which plays a pivotal role in a plant's ability to access essential nutrients. Just as a conductor guides an orchestra, the pH level dictates the availability of the nutrients that fuel plant growth. Tap water, unfortunately, can throw a wrench into this delicate balance. Depending on the source and treatment processes, tap water can vary significantly in its pH. Some areas may have slightly acidic water, while others may have water that leans towards the alkaline side. For plants, this variation can be problematic. Most plants thrive in a slightly acidic to neutral pH range, typically between 6.0 and 7.0. When the pH veers too far from this ideal range, it can hinder a plant's ability to absorb nutrients effectively. Imagine setting a table laden with delicious food, but the guests find their hands tied. The nutrients are there, but the plants can't quite access them. Acidic water, for instance, can increase the solubility of certain metals in the soil, making them more readily absorbed by plants, even in toxic amounts. Alkaline water, on the other hand, can bind essential nutrients, locking them away in the soil, leaving plants starved despite your best efforts. It's a delicate dance. This interplay between pH and nutrient availability and tap water, with its unpredictable nature, can disrupt this delicate balance, leaving your plants struggling to thrive. The silent strangler: mineral buildup and salt accumulation. Imagine a pristine mountain stream cascading down rocky slopes, its waters crystal clear, carrying the whispers of the earth. This pure water, untouched by human intervention, carries only trace amounts of dissolved minerals, a delicate balance that nourishes the life it touches. Tap water, on the other hand, tells a different story. As water travels from its source, through miles of pipes, and into our homes, it picks up a variety of minerals along the way. Calcium, magnesium, and sodium, while essential for human health, can accumulate in the soil over time, leading to a condition known as soil salinization. It's a slow, insidious process, like a silent strangler slowly choking the life out of your plants. Picture, if you will, a plant's roots, reaching deep into the soil, seeking the moisture they need to survive. But instead of encountering a welcoming environment, they find themselves surrounded by an increasing concentration of salts. This high salt content disrupts the delicate osmotic balance, making it difficult for roots to absorb water effectively. As the salt concentration builds, you may notice your plants exhibiting telltale signs of distress, stunted growth, leaf burn, and wilting even when the soil appears moist. It's a cruel irony. You're diligently watering your plants, yet they're slowly dehydrating from the inside out. The severity of the problem can vary depending on the hardness of your tap water. The higher the mineral content, the faster the salts accumulate. But even in areas with moderately hard water, the cumulative effect over time can take a toll on your garden's health. The plight of our gardens, facing the hidden dangers of tap water, may seem dire, but fear not, for there are solutions, ways to provide our plants with the pure, life-giving water they deserve. Just as a caring physician offers remedies for our ailments, we can turn to nature's apothecary and embrace alternative watering methods. Rainwater harvesting, an age-old practice, offers a simple yet elegant solution. Imagine collecting the gentle showers of rain, nature's own elixir, in barrels or cisterns. This water, naturally soft and free of harsh chemicals, is a gift from the heavens, providing your plants with the purest form of hydration. For those seeking a more readily available option, distilled water, readily found in most grocery stores, offers a blank slate. Stripped of minerals and impurities through a process of evaporation and condensation, distilled water is like a clean canvas, ready to absorb the nutrients your plants need. If these options seem like a stretch, fear not, for technology provides another path: water filtration systems. These modern marvels, installed at the point of use, can remove a wide range of impurities, from chlorine and heavy metals to excess minerals, providing your plants with water that closely resembles the purity of natural sources. The choice is yours, dear gardeners. Whether you embrace the simplicity of rainwater harvesting, the purity of distilled water, or the convenience of filtration systems, know that by taking action, you're providing your plants with the gift of life, allowing them to thrive in all their glory. In the grand tapestry of life, our connection to the natural world runs deep, a delicate thread that binds us to the plants that share our planet. We tend to our gardens, nurturing their growth, and in turn they nourish us, providing sustenance and beauty. But this intimate connection extends beyond aesthetics, for the health of our gardens is inextricably linked to our own well-being. Consider the food we eat, the vibrant fruits, vegetables, and herbs that grace our tables. These plants, so vital to our health, absorb water through their roots, drawing in the life-giving liquid that sustains them. But what happens when that water source is compromised, laced with hidden dangers? Just as chemicals and heavy metals can accumulate in plant tissues, they can also find their way into our bodies when we consume those plants. It's a sobering thought. The very act of nourishing ourselves could inadvertently expose us to harmful substances. The risks, of course, vary depending on the levels of contamination and the types of plants we consume. Leafy greens, known for their ability to absorb high amounts of water, may also accumulate higher levels of contaminants. Root vegetables, drawing nutrients and water from the soil, can also be affected. But let us not despair, for knowledge empowers us to make informed choices. By understanding the potential risks, we can take steps to mitigate them. Choosing organic produce, whenever possible, can reduce exposure to pesticides and herbicides. Testing our soil and water can provide valuable insights into potential contaminants, allowing us to address issues proactively. Remember, we are all part of an intricate web of life, our destinies intertwined. By protecting our gardens, by ensuring they receive the purest form of nourishment, we are ultimately safeguarding our own health and the well-being of generations to come. So there you have it, the hidden dangers lurking in your seemingly innocent tap water. It's a lot to take in, isn't it? But don't worry, being aware of these issues is the first step towards protecting your garden. Remember, the goal of Don't Do This Guide isn't to scare you, but to empower you with knowledge. By understanding the potential problems with tap water, you can make informed decisions about how to water your garden and keep your plants healthy and thriving. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Don't Do This Guide channel for more eye-opening tips and advice. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode.